Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to a service unlike any we've done before. This is a service from a distance. And we appreciate you being here. We're trying some new technology to make this a possibility for you. So grab some hand sanitizer, squirt your hands, stay 6 feet away from everybody else, and come join us for our Shabbat service. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to services in the age of social distancing. We are doing a service this evening with no one in the congregation, and we're grateful that you are here watching us. I wanted to point out that this week is poignant to me because it is the anniversary of the weekend that I did my bat mitzvah service. The Torah portion for this weekend is actually a double portion, Vayechel and Pekudei. My Torah portion was at the end of Pekudei, and I'm not going to lie to you, I thought it was ridiculously boring. It was all about the things that went into the tabernacle. I had to learn how to do words like the curtains and the things that they made, the utensils that went in there, and I thought it was really boring. I honestly do not remember what my speech was about or how I made it inspiring. I don't even remember if I did a speech at all. But I remember learning that Torah portion and thinking, what a boring portion. I later learned, a few years later, that immediately after the part that I read, there's this absolutely magnificent part that says that the glory of God then filled the tabernacle. I think that's a lot like what's going on today. We are separated from everyone. We are thinking about the things that are going on in our houses because we're living there. So a lot of people I've spoken to are reorganizing their closets, and they're thinking about their garden, and they're staying at home and hunkering down and thinking about how to make their space be a space that they feel more comfortable because we're not going out. Then we allow the glory of God to come into our space. And when the pillar that was either fire or smoke was with us in the tabernacle, we would either stay where we were for as long as it took, or then we would move and we would go to somewhere where we didn't know. I feel a little bit like that's what's happening now. And I appreciate you coming on that journey with us and thinking about what's going on in your house. If you need anything at all, please contact us. If you are, I'm calling it the shop and drop. We have young people who are willing to do that for us, or whatever. If you just need a call for some spiritual friendship or something, we would really like to be there for you. We have not had to do anything like this, I guess, since we were in Exodus time in the wilderness. This is a time of wilderness for us, and we hope that we can be there for each other. Appreciate you. Shabbat Shalom. We welcome Shabbat by blessing the candles and the wine or the grape juice. At our congregation, the first thing we need to do is, because of the stressors that go on all week long that we like to relinquish for Shabbat, I encourage you to take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. And truly let go of the stressors, the worries. Take a deep breath. Let it out again. I encourage you to keep breathing throughout the service, but at this point we turn to page 82, and the tradition is that I encourage you to please rise. These lights are only flickering flames, yet flames illumine our uncertain steps. Flames remind us of Sabbaths long past and of the beauty that delighted our hearts. May they inspire us to work for the great Sabbath of peace. This is my family's tradition. We're going to do this. Brachi b'shamoy, brachi b'shamoy, brachi b'shamoy. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kedeshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. We read in English, "We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe. You hallow us with your mitzvot and command us to light the Shabbat lights." We continue now on page 165 with the blessing of the Kiddush, the sanctification. It's the sanctification, actually, of Shabbat. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pori hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho, be'ahava u'v'ratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit, ki hu yom techila למקרא קודש, זכר ליציאת מצרים. כי בנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, ושבת קודשך באהבה וברצון הנחלתנו. Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat. L'chaim. You may be seated. Please wish anyone you're with a Shabbat Shalom, a good Shabbos. Shabbat Shalom, good Shabbos. We continue with the rest of our service. We continue on page 83. We read responsively at the bottom of the page. There are days when we seek material things and measure failure by what we do not own.
On Shabbat, we wish not to acquire, but to share.
There are days when we exploit nature with reckless greed.
On Shabbat, we stand and wonder before the mystery of creation.
There are days when we think only of ourselves.
On Shabbat, we open our hearts to the needs of others.
Therefore, we welcome Shabbat, day of rest, day of joy, day of peace. We are grateful that Shabbat gives us an opportunity to think not only of ourselves, and I feel that at this time in our lives, given the social distancing situation we're in, I feel like it is a blessing for us to be trying to take care of ourselves, take care of each other, and sometimes we do that by staying away. But at this point, we welcome the angels of Shabbat, and we sing Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaSharet, Malachei Shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei HaMlachim HaKadosh, Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu ni l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seitchem l'shalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi melech Malachei HaMlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Max, you stopped? The synagogue is the sanctuary of Israel. Born of our longing for the living God, it has been to Israel throughout our wanderings a visible token of the presence of God in our people's midst. Its beauty is the beauty of holiness. Steadfast it has stood as the champion of justice, mercy, and peace.
Its truths are true for all people. Its love is a love for all people. Its God is the God of all people. As it has been said, my house shall be called a house of prayer for all peoples.
Let all the family of Israel, all who hunger for righteousness, all who seek the eternal, find God here, and here find life. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
Amen.
בעלמא דברה חירותי, וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בעגלה, בעגלה, ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה, יתברך, יתברך וישתבח, ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה בריחו. לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעלמה, ואמרו אמן. ברכו את אדוני המבורך.
Baruch Adonai, HaMevorach leolam vaed.
O God, how can we know you? Where can we find you? You are as close to us as breathing, yet you are farther than the farthermost star. You are as mysterious as the vast solitudes of night, yet as familiar to us as the light of the sun. To Moses you said, "You cannot see my face, but I will make all my goodness pass before you." Even so does your goodness pass before us, in the realm of nature and in the joys and sorrows of life.
When justice burns within us like a flaming fire, when love evokes willing sacrifice from us, when, to the last full measure of selfless devotion, we demonstrate our belief in the ultimate triumph of truth and righteousness, then your goodness enters our lives and we can begin to change the world. And then you live within our hearts, and we, through righteousness, behold your presence.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kavod Malchuto Leolam Vaed.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. We repeat that in English at the bottom of page 88. You shall love your eternal God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your being. Set these words, which I command you this day, upon your heart. Teach them faithfully to your children. Speak of them in your home and on your way, when you lie down and when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand. Let them be symbols before your eyes. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Be mindful of all my mitzvot and do them. So shall you consecrate yourselves to your God. I am your eternal God, who led you out of Egypt to be your God. I am your eternal God. We continue responsively. I, the Eternal One, have called you to righteousness and taken you by the hand and kept you. I have made you a covenant people, a light to the nations.
We are Israel, witness to the covenant between God and God's children.
This is the covenant I make with Israel. I will place my Torah in your midst and write it upon your hearts. I will be your God, and you shall be my people.
We are Israel. Our Torah forbids the worship of race or nation, possessions or power.
You who worship gods that cannot save you, hear the words of the Eternal One. I am God, there is none else.
We are Israel. Our prophets proclaimed an exalted vision for the world.
Hate evil and love what is good. Let justice well up as waters and righteousness as a mighty stream.
We are Israel, schooled in the suffering of the oppressed.
You shall not oppress your neighbors, nor rob them. You shall not stand idle while your neighbor bleeds.
We are Israel, taught to beat swords into plowshares, commanded to pursue peace.
Violence shall no longer be heard in your land, desolation and destruction within your borders. All your children will be taught of your God, and great shall be the peace of your children.
We are Israel, O God, when we are witnesses to your love and messengers of your truth.
You are my witnesses, says the Eternal One, and my servant whom I have chosen. Know me, therefore, and put your trust in me.
We are Israel, O God, when we proclaim you, God our Redeemer, as did our ancestors on the shores of the Red Sea.
Ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha neda b'kodesh, Torah tehilot usefele, Torah tehilot usefele. Ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la, ya la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la.
V'ne'emar, and it has been said, the Eternal One delivered Jacob and redeemed us from the hand of one stronger than ourselves. Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. We praise you, O God, Redeemer of Israel. May we lie down this night in peace and rise up to life renewed. O God, spread over us your shelter of peace, of quiet and calm, and bless us with rest. And let a time come when morning will bring no word of war or famine or anguish, a time of happiness, of contentment and rest. Baruch atah Adonai, praised are you Adonai, hapores sukkot shalom, who spreads out a sukkah, a tabernacle, a covering of peace, aleinu, upon us, v'al kol amo Yisrael, all of the people of Israel, v'al Yerushalayim, on Jerusalem, v'al kol ha'olam, and on all the world. We give thanks for the night and its rest, and the promise of peace for all the world. Vishameru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. Beini uven bnei Yisrael, oti le'olam, oti le'olam, oti le'olam. Vishameru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat lidorotam berit olam. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. Please rise for the tefillah, which begins on page 93. Adonai sifatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Eternal God, open my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sara, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, v'Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. On page 94, God of all generations, of Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, of Sarah, Rebekah, Leah, and Rachel, be praised. Your wondrous creative power fills heaven and earth.
God of life and death, be praised. Through us send help to the falling, healing to the sick, freedom to the captive. Confirm your faithfulness to those who sleep in the dust.
Awesome and holy God, be praised. With acts of love and truth we hallow your name. As it is said, Y'all be holy, for I, your eternal God, am holy.
God of times and seasons, be praised. Enable us through Sabbath rest to explore and learn and impart the meanings of your Torah. Make our hearts ready to serve you this day and all days.
God who answers prayer, be praised. May we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer, wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands, you are our God.
Source of life and its wonders, be praised. You are the miracle within all we behold. You are goodness, you are compassion. We give thanks to you forever.
We read the section below the Hebrew. God of peace, of justice, and of love, be praised. Inspire us to banish forever hatred, war, and bloodshed. Help us to establish forever one human family united in peace. God of peace, bless us with peace.
Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon lekol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov b'necha levar Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam. Tasim Le'olam.
Until this point in the service, the prayers that we've been saying are words that other people have written, and they've inspired us. But this is the point in the service where we say the words that are in our hearts. We take a moment for silent prayer. Yihiu liratzon.
May the words of my mouth
Imrei fi vehegyon libi.
and the meditations of my heart
Lefanecha.
be acceptable to you.
Lefanecha.
Be acceptable to you.
Adonai tzuri.
God, my rock,
Tzuri v'gohali.
my rock and my redeemer.
Adonai tzuri.
God, my rock
V'gohali.
and
At this point in our service, our hearts and our prayers turn to those who are ill or recuperating. We turn to the inside back cover. Our prayers right now are for everyone who is isolated, suffering, in pain, and healing. We pray together, O God, in our hearts we name those who are facing illness and pain. We join our prayers with the prayers of all who love them. Give them renewed comfort and courage. Strengthen in them the healing powers you have placed within us all. Guide the hands and hearts of those who are entrusted with their care. May the knowledge of your love and ours give added hope to them and to their dear ones. May they find even greater strength because our prayers are linked to theirs. Baruch atah Adonai, Rofeh HaCholim. We praise you, eternal God, the source of healing and health. It has become our tradition to add, Misheberach avotenu v'imotenu, may the one who blessed and protected our ancestors guard all those whom we have entrusted with the responsibility of defending our freedom, protecting us, or healing us. In this country, in the land of Israel, and everywhere they've been called to serve. Give them courage to succeed and strength to persevere. May they return home safely, and let us say, Amen. It is my pleasure to introduce our special guest speaker today. Sara Hebert is one of my students from Centenary. She's another person that I get to say, along with Adam and Bishop Brandon a few weeks ago, that I taught her all the Hebrew she ever forgot. She is someone who inspires me all the time about the way she encourages people to tell stories. And since this is Women's History Month, and that means also telling her story month, and coincidentally, I don't know if even Sara realizes this, but today is World Storytelling Day. And especially at a time when we may be isolated from each other and thinking about each other, I hope that you are encouraged to try to tell your story and reach out to people and listen to their stories. We now listen to Sara.
Shabbat Shalom, my friends. My name is Sara Hebert, and I am a co-producer of All Y'all, which creates live storytelling events and podcasts right here in Shreveport. I really wanted to be there with you all this evening to celebrate Women's History Month, but these are really unusual times we live in. I'm so grateful that Rabbi Jana and Ron and Max asked me to talk to you about the power of sharing your stories with one another, and that through the magic of technology, I can still be with you in some small way. For 6 years, All Y'all has brought together people of all walks of life to share true, powerful stories from members of our community in the hope that by listening to one another, we can become more compassionate people. Here's a little overview of what we do. So you may be thinking, that's pretty cool, but why does it actually matter? There's this quote from one of my idols, Glenn Washington, and it goes something like this. Stories are vicarious life living, and the more lives I can live vicariously, the better the one I have is going to be lived. And that's exactly what happened to me. The stories we record and collect through All Y'all have dramatically transformed my life. A few years ago, a friend introduced me to an incredible woman, Annie Kindig, who first told me, well, my life hasn't actually been all that interesting. And then she proceeded to tell me about a harrowing and incredible journey to the Congo where she braved machine guns, an insufficient medical system, and she even almost lost her biological daughter, all on a journey to adopt a little girl that needed her. What does it say about our community when a woman who had this incredible life experience believed that she did not have a story to tell? That is why I believe it's important to ask women about their lives. What have they lived through and what life is like for them right now? And that's how we become more compassionate people and help women understand their value. So I urge you not only during Women's History Month, but every day that you ask women those kinds of questions. That's Jewish women, women of color, working women, basically just like every woman. Ask them and do some vicarious life living. I promise your life is going to be better as a result. So thank you for letting me spend some time with you on Shabbat. And if you'd like to learn more about what we do with All Y'all, you can visit our website. It's allyallblog.com. And our live events are on hiatus until it's safe for all of us to gather again, but you can always listen to episodes of our podcast that's on our website or like an Apple Podcast, or if you use a podcast app, we're there. You can also follow us on Facebook. Just look us up, All Y'all Podcast. And I hope that I can come visit you all sometime in person. And I just want to tell you all, be safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you soon. Thanks.
We are grateful to Sara for her inspiring words and for working out a way for her to be able to present that to us at a time when we are social distancing. We also are going to now invite our president of the congregation, Mr. John Black, who will be letting us know what is happening in the upcoming weeks. And he is also doing this by staying socially responsible, by presenting it with an appropriate amount of social distancing. Mr. President?
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you all for joining us for the online Shabbat service. We have all of you and all your families in our thoughts and prayers. Please follow all the guidelines, and please, most importantly, please all stay safe and all stay well. Until further notice, all in-person gatherings at B'nai Zion have been canceled or postponed. That includes, of course, Friday evening service, Saturday morning Torah study, Passover Seder, religious school, and all other events. Please watch for details about how some of these events will be available online. If you have a paid reservation for Seder, please contact the temple and let us know how you want that handled. Also, please let us know if you need help with any Passover information, a printable Haggadah, a form, videos, or anything. Please check on the B'nai Zion website under holidays and then look under Passover. If you need, or someone else you know needs assistance getting groceries, or if you can volunteer to help, please contact the B'nai Zion office or Rabbi Jana. All online services will be available at the B'nai Zion Shreveport YouTube channel. We pray that the restrictions about gatherings will be lifted soon, but as this continues to be a fluid situation, we will continue to update you on the website, by email, and with phone calls. We are still scheduled for the shredding truck on April 22nd, but again, details will follow. The Jewish Federation Bowl Painting Mitzvah Project of B'nai Zion for the Food Bank is scheduled March 26, but will no longer be gathering or painting. Details are being finalized about how to help the food bank with a virtual bowl mitzvah project. And again, of course, we want to help the North Louisiana Food Bank with any donations or anything that can be done on their website. Financial contributions will help feed significantly more people than food donations. Donations were made to B'nai Zion for pulpit flowers in loving memory of Molly Kruger Glazer by Harriet Glazer. Thank you all again, and again, please stay safe.
We continue our service as we turn to page 148. As the ark is open, I ask you to please rise.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
You spread out the heavens and established the earth. You are our God, there is none else. In truth, you alone are our sovereign God, as it is written, know then this day and take it to heart. The Eternal One is God in the heavens above and on the earth below. There is none else.
Eternal God, we face the morrow with hope made stronger by the vision of your deliverance,
a world where poverty and war are banished, where injustice and hate are gone. Teach us more and more to respond to the pain of others, to heed your call for justice, that we may bring nearer the day when all the world shall be one. On that day, the age-old dream shall come true. On that day, O God, you shall be one, and your name shall be one.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא Ushemo, Ushemo, Ushemo Echad.
When the ark is closed, you may be seated. At this point in our service, we turn to those who have died. Included in our prayers are everyone who has died of this horrible virus. We also remember those people who died in the line of duty this week and this year, helping to protect us. I'm sad to report that we've had 2 deaths in the military this week. Specialist Juan Miguel Mendez Covarrubias, who was 27, he was from California, and Staff Sergeant Marshall D. Roberts, who served in the Air Force, was 28, and he was from Oklahoma, which I am sad to report brings the number of military deaths this year to 11. We have lost 26 police officers, with 3 new deaths this week. Officer Chris Walsh was 32. He was a U.S. Army veteran and had served with the Springfield, Missouri Police Department for 3.5 years. We lost Deputy Sheriff Quinteros Taylor. He was 27. He had served with the Bibb County, Georgia Sheriff's Office for a year and previously served with the Fort Valley State University Police Department for 2 years. And we lost Senior Deputy Christopher Corzelius. He'd served with the Travis County, Texas Sheriff's Office for 4 years. He was assigned to the Vice Unit. We've lost 2 canine officers this year. We've lost 17 firefighters this year, including 2 this week. This week we lost firefighter Zachary S. Blankenship, who was 27, in Montcalm, West Virginia, and firefighter Benjamin, they called him Ben, Laurenage, he was 23, from Gwinn, Michigan. May their families be consoled, and may we be forever grateful that there are people willing to run into dangerous situations to keep us protected. We continue on page 151. Our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, let us meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. I turn you to page 152. When cherished ties are broken and the chain of love is shattered, only trust and the strength of faith can lighten the heaviness of the heart. At times, the pain of separation seems more than we can bear, but love and understanding can help us pass through the darkness toward the light. Out of affliction, the psalmist learned the law of God, and in truth, grief is a great teacher when it sends us back to serve and bless the living. We learn how to counsel and comfort those who, like ourselves, are bowed with sorrow. We learn when to keep silence in their presence and when a word will assure them of our love and concern. Thus, even when they are gone, the departed are with us, moving us to live as in their higher moments they themselves wished to live. We remember them now. They live in our hearts. They are an abiding blessing. However brief may be our time on earth, O God, you endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. We now recall the loved ones whom death has recently taken from us. Included in our list are the congregants' parents who died within the past year. We remember Claire Anthony, Lucy Branis, Isabel Posner, Carol Ginsberg, Johnny Engelbert, and Dean Thomas Pratt. And as we remember those who died at this season in years past, we take them into our hearts with our own. Those for whom we are observing the Yortzeit, the anniversary of the yearly anniversary this week, include Eva Allen, Susan Ann Beenan, Barbara Chesley, Franca De Benedetti, Donna Dunn, Aaron Friedman, Samuel Allen Fryer, Molly Kruger Glazer, Grace Ferris Harris, Milton S. Holland Sr., Aaron Katzenstein, Bertha Hart Lauercade, Bertha Loeb, Herman Imy Marcus, John Mills, Edward Morris, Oscar Pincus, Sylvia Rubin, Todd Andrew Shepard, and Albert Sklar. In this moment of memory, our griefs and sympathies are mingled. Loving God, we rise as together we praise your name. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra chiruteh v'yamlich malchuteh, b'chaye chon u'v'yomei chon u'v'chaye d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen. Yehe shemei Rabbah mevarach la'alam u'lamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yithalal shemei dekudsha berichu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushvechata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehe shalama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. Amen. For those of you who are about to enjoy your Shabbat dinner, we will say a blessing for challah. Usually we have children here to do this, but I think I will manage. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz, we give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. B'tei avon. For our closing song, we turn to page 159 for Ein Keloheinu, there is none like our God. Ein Keloheinu, Ein Kadonenu, Ein Kemalkeinu, Ein Kemoshienu, Mi Keloheinu, Mi Kadonenu, Mi Kemalkeinu, Mi Kemoshienu. Nodel Eloheinu, Nodel Adonenu, Nodel Malkeinu, Nodel Moshienu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu. Atahu Eloheinu, Atahu Adonenu, Atahu Malkeinu, Atahu Moshienu. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.